So hey guys, this is a quick Wolves transfer news update that I've needed to do for you today. A couple of main points to cover off. The first one of those, of course, is the imminent, or now not so imminent, transfer of 23-year-old Portuguese midfielder Manu Silva, who was coming to Wolves. It was a done deal. It was happening. It was imminently going to be done. The deal had been agreed. The fee had been agreed between both clubs, Wolves and Vitória, and personal terms had been agreed by the player. And it was expected that he would be signing sort of Monday, Tuesday this week. Well, all best plans go awry, shall we say, as esteemed journalist Fabrizio Romano broke the news last night that the deal was off with Wolves and that the player had now chosen to go and join Benfica, who are second in the Portuguese league. Bruno Lage's Benfica. And they've come in late, apparently matched the deal for Wolves that Wolves were offering pretty much. But they've basically, it's said that Manu has been tempted by the guarantee of European football and the chance to play in the Club World Cup later on this summer with Benfica. And he's now looking almost certainly, as much as he was certain actually, to sign for Wolves to be going to Benfica. Now that is a massive blow for Wolves and for Vitor Pereira, because he's identified a certain type of player that he wants to bring in. He wanted to bring in an athletic defensive midfielder, and that was the one that he wanted. And there's a lot of work that has surely gone into this from the club's recruitment team. And I know people will have a pop at the recruitment in January. We've brought in one player so far. This was to be the second. But you can't really, in my opinion, blame them for the player last minute changing their mind and going elsewhere. It's very disappointing. It's a blow. And that was one, obviously, that Vita was keen to get in, but it's happened. And you don't really want a player come in anyway if they're not fully committed, but it is a bit of a blow. Wolves will have to now focus on other targets. They're still aiming to bring in that sort of midfielder and another defender in the January window, but that one seems to have now gone, and it is disappointing. In other news, Matheus Cunha still hasn't signed that contract extension. It's reported again by Fabrizio that there are still some finer details to be ironed out. In his little tweet that he did as well, he also mentioned Arsenal in there as well. I still don't think that we're going to, for any money, sell Cunha. It'd be absolutely madness in this January window. And I'm sure he will still sign that contract. But again, it makes Wolves fans very, very nervous, because we want to see the squad strengthened. We need to pick up the results. And when your Matheus still hasn't signed that contract, and then you've got another player that's changing his mind last minute, going somewhere else, it's not great. And I'm sure there's a bit of frustration within the Wolves hierarchy that these deals have still not been done. I know that there is within the fan base. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Until the next one, always Wolves.